Okay, hello YouTube. Welcome to the video. Today I thought I would talk about a couple of my successes and a couple of my failures in terms of MicroStrategy and Bitcoin. If you've not been following the MicroStrategy Bitcoin saga, you must be living under a rock. But most people, I expect, search this video out specifically to find out more information about MicroStrategy and Bitcoin. So that's what I'm going to provide here today. Just a reminder that I am not a financial advisor and I cannot give you financial advice. To be clear, this is not financial advice. I've got a couple slides here I want to show you guys. Just in context. So MicroStrategy hit $357 in the aftermarket today, which is massive, right? That's like it went up like 27% today or something like that, right? Here's the one-day chart. It's pretty crazy. Obviously, this is driven a lot by the price of Bitcoin. And it's my belief that there is, someone other than retail investors currently buying Bitcoin. By that, I mean institutions or governments, but that's just my guess. But anyway, MicroStrategy hit $357 a share today. I started buying MicroStrategy in September. And I can show you, I want to show you here the first MicroStrategy option that I bought. It was the January 17th, 2025 expiration. So it's right here, right? January 17th, 2025, the $300 strike price. Okay. I bought it for $470.68. I sold it 2 days later for $1,031. Okay. Let me do a little quick math here. That's $560.61 that I made off that trade in $2. And that was huge to me at the time. That was a big deal. And I went into MicroStrategy with sort of a traditional finance point of view on it, right? Like, I remember thinking with this trade that I made, this call, I remember thinking, wow, I'm up over 100% on my investment. I need to realize some profit. And then let's look at this next one. Now keep that in mind. Let's look at this next one. On November 6th, I sold 10 MicroStrategy shares for $244 each. Okay, but the price of MicroStrategy is $357 today. Some more quick math. It's $113 per share times 10, $1,130. And I made a significant amount of money on that trade. And listen, I didn't lose $1,130. I just didn't make $1,130, right? To be clear. And I know it's not good to go back and look and think about, what could have been, because it might affect my decisions in the future. But I'm hoping I can learn something about MicroStrategy from doing this, right? Okay, so back to the context. I looked at these with like a traditional finance outlook where, I want to realize gain, I want to realize profit, I want to take some risk off the table. And now I've realized that that's just not the way to do it. That frame of thinking, it just it's not going to apply to this stock. You've got an asset that nation states are going to start buying, right? The Wyoming the senator from Wyoming, Senator Lummis, put forth today a plan for the United States to buy 200,000 Bitcoin every 5 years until they acquire 1 million Bitcoin as a strategic asset. That, to me, if you watch one of my previous videos, I said that I believe that every Bitcoin is going to have a buyer. Well, what happens when the United States starts buying Bitcoin? Other nations are going to buy Bitcoin, right? Companies are going to buy Bitcoin. Microsoft is going to buy Bitcoin. Apple is going to buy Bitcoin. The price of Bitcoin, in my opinion, is going to continue to go up. Therefore, I want to own every bit of Bitcoin that I can and every bit of MicroStrategy that I can. They're gonna slam 42. Okay, today, November 11th, Michael Saylor released pre-market a tweet saying that they had bought more Bitcoin. They now own like 290,000 Bitcoin. Okay, and so I went into this thinking about it in a traditional finance sense, and that's just not applicable here. And I'm still well positioned in the trade. Obviously I'm happy with my position. I wish I had more, but I think that this is going to be a wild ride for the rest of 2025. Okay, so a little bit of spreadsheet math here. I've got an Excel spreadsheet set up, and these are the accounts that I own MicroStrategy, and I know there's a lot of them. I've got a little bit of money everywhere, and I don't mind sort of sharing my position. Obviously, these are the shares. This is the cost basis for the total. We can do a little bit of spreadsheet math here. So I've got a little bit over 27 shares, and I've got $7,301.51 invested for an average cost basis of $267.58. Which, again, I'd like to have more. What can you do? But that's interesting for me to see, I guess, to know, where my overall cost base is. I've never really sat down and looked at the whole picture here. I don't know if you could call me irresponsibly long. My account did hit, this amount today. I've got, it's definitely interesting to think about. So where do I go from here, right? I think just like with any MicroStrategy irresponsibly long on Twitter, I'm kind of trying to reform the way that I think about this from the traditional finance perspective of take profit to, hold on and ride this thing for all it's got. And it's going to be tough to time the top, right? I think Bitcoin has a long way to go. And I think by that metric, MicroStrategy has a long way to go as well. But man, what a ride, right? What a ride. Let's just check the price here one more time. On the 1 day, it got up to 370 in the aftermarket. Wow, that's unbelievable. That is pretty neat. Let's check out Bitcoin real quick. Like last time I checked it, it was about 88,000. Yeah, it's still about 88,000. Okay, I absolutely just got rid of it. Look at this candle. This has got to be, look at this candle. Look at this candle. This has got to be a buyer other than, I mean, this is institutional buying. This is nation state buying. This is not hype. I don't know. I've heard crypto on 2 different live streams today that have nothing to do with crypto. So maybe this is hype. Very interesting to think about. I mean, we have massive volume. Wow. High of 89,643. It's all-time high. Okay. I guess all we can do is grab a spot and hold on. Anyway, thank you for watching.